I actually would have loved to have seen an
Oregon
matchup between Spacestation and Reciprocity.
I wanted Oregon so bad.
That would have just been absolutely incredible. Real Royal Rumble.
Is that the first Legion ban we've seen in North America?
I believe so. I don't think we've seen a. I think we bet. Speaking of, oh, you say goodbye to Retro. Laxing's gonna storm right in, slap Chala down. That's Bosco and Thinking Nade. Thinking Nade, who was involved in the very first kill, he's on 90. He's gonna get some marks, but won't be able to hit any of the shots. I'll leave Bosco just waiting, playing around the bomb site. But Bosco's got too many angles to cover, and Laxing will be able to find him. And Retro's there with the lockout. Reciprocity, a thunderous first round, even though they lost a body early.
Honestly, beautiful round there from Reciprocity.
And you find yourself back in a 4v4. Brian slaps down Retro. Laxing off screen takes out Rampy. So
to each bomb site through one door. Bosco not peeking the door frame. There's no diffuser control, and we're going to end the round in a 2v2. There's no time remaining.
Oh, but there you have it. Doesn't really matter. Torch will be his undoing. Brian's going to be immediately traded off by Skies, and here you go. Reciprocity able to start the ball rolling. Rampy, unbeknownst to Laxing, will finally end the Laxing's reign of terror through the stack up and hold angles. Neither team really taking the engagement, and for Spacestation, as they lose a lot of their fights, leaving Rampy last alive against the remaining two members of Reciprocity, Spacestation's patience has been one of their greater strong suits. And there it is. Rampy's not going to be able to get back into the site. Sky's just waiting and watching the doorway. And caution ahead. Reciprocity will pick up a second round on attack, which is...
He tries to rip directly into the objective. He's going to look like a kill onto Thinking Nade. He's got to worry about the flank coming back in from behind. It appears to be Rampy trying to retreat. It's Chala instead. And now looking across the way, Sky's going to try and hit the fadeaway on the vault, but he won't land it. Now Bosco will chew him up with the SMG-11. Laxing on the trade to Rampy. That's a 4v3 in favor of Reciprocity in the midst of chaos.
Enough damage where one bullet less could be all it takes to shut them down. But with an SMG-11 in hand, that's high rate of fire, Fox will be punished. Goodbye to the Twitch. Right now, Retro is completely concealed, and the only push is going to come out from around that chassis of the bomb, which Brian will be spotted. Very unlikely that the smoke is going to be able to make it around, and there's the Commando doing what the Commando does. Reciprocity, a third round on attack. Spacestation just being overwhelmed, and despite that patience, when they need to move, it's Reciprocity.
It's an easy spot for him, but he doesn't know the Skies is waiting for him at the top of the stairs. The G36 suppressed.
From the rest of his team, but he's completely concealed. Laxing is the cross, along with Foxay watching it. Good teamwork will allow Retro to be able to get that plant off. Foxay watching the 90 hallways. Retro takes another one down. Foxay and all of Spacestation are bursting on out, with Chala in a position now where he can be easily spotted. It's going to be under heavy watch. 4 different bodies of Reciprocity. And it's going to be an amazing round from Rec. Yet again, they are looking absolutely unstoppable on these attacks so far. They've taken 4 of the 5 rounds, and Spacestation just do not look prepared. And the pitter-patter sound of the suppressor. Oh, Rampy's got his back turned! Sky's doing Sky's things. 2 big kills. He'll just walk right in. Deeply held by Reciprocity. Chala's still there, though. He'll get Retro in the meantime.
To be doing the same again. He's up on top of the bench, but no, his leg will be spotted by Laxing, who leaves Thinking Nade on the Kaid, and Bosco on his typical smoke roll, last alive to hold out the bombardment of the objective, but Thinking Nade will fall at the hands of the Titans, who leaves Thinking Nade on the Kaid, and Bosco on his typical smoke roll, last alive to hold out the bombardment of the objective, but Thinking Nade will fall at the hands of the Type 89. The last remaining adult for Reciprocity will grab a kill, and now it's Bosco left alive inside of the vault in a 1v3. Clamped down from every possible angle, and going for the plant in behind the bar is your adult figure, your father figure into Marth, putting that plant down. And Foxay...
Surprised to see Capitao get brought on in. Those asphyxiating bolts can be so strong. There's only 2 members of Rec left. Make that 1. Say goodbye to Skies. Flip conventional wisdom on its head, Rob, as the attackers appear to be at a distinct advantage. Let's see if Retro can possibly live a little bit longer than the minute and 20 that's left against every single member of Spacestation.
He's got an ingress in from the door, and nope, that was short-lived. Okay, I was ready to, you know. Aw, he drew a sad face. It's okay, Rampy. They're only dead in the game. We also got Skies at the top of South Stairs. And Foxay going for a long run. Skies will take his kill clean out of his hands. Bosco will still ultimately perish. And now coming to the top of these stairs, Foxay walking away on literally. These will open up the bulletproof glass. Down below, Foxay has been identified and now taken away by Brian on the Type 89. But he's going to take the time to actually go and collect the kill. And he's going to get hit by the concussion mine. Flurry. Now the pings come out. There goes the diffuser. Brian will at least trade him out, but there's not a lot here. No diffuser, no time. The peak comes out from Skies, but hitting the deck is Laxing to secure the kill onto Brian.
Where it's going to... greatly aid any defenders that are playing there. Retro finds Chala from below, and now Laxing is waiting, engaging at a much longer range than his gun is likely suited for. Skies absolutely splatters Rampy on the stairs, and Laxing trying for his own, though he's severely injured. Now Skies will just try some area denial, pulls out the SMG, gets one, goes for another as well. Laxing pops up around the shield, PMM out, he's downed. Where are Retro and Skies to come to the aid? But 1 second left, Brian starts the diffuser plant. Somebody from Rec are gonna need to pop in, and SSG peels off Retro's Reciprocity with a score of 7-2.
What a weird, but I don't know, fitting end to North America.
And we'll talk to him instead of the usual Foxy. That's okay. How are you doing? You didn't play in today's matchup, but you got to watch it just like we all did at home.
Yep.
Anything surprise you about the matchup today?
Well, we didn't really run strats. I know all week we were just kind of stressing just to have fun with scrims, and what we were doing is we were just having Lax, Skies, and Fox just kind of do whatever they want and just run around, and it seemed to work in scrims. It's not part of our strats, but it was definitely just fun to watch, and I mean, it works, so we're happy with that.
Was there any tactical decision between Skies changing skins every single round, or was that just him doing something to just psych out the opponents?
I think that was just him doing what he wanted, so, I mean, we're fine with that.
Now, you jumped onto this team, and, well, the team's identity changed as well. You picked up Skies. There's actually been a lot of changes for Reciprocity as a whole. I've asked this question to both, Dark Zero and EXG, and I figured I'd ask you as well. What's the biggest thing that you're going to be looking at fixing in the off-season between now and when we come back for Season 10?
I guess just staying consistent. One thing that we have trouble with is kind of keeping the same energy, whether it's scrims or match days. Sometimes we get down. We're a very emotional team, I guess, for better or for worse. So we play really well when we're on one. We're just clicking on all cylinders and we kill everybody. But when we're not doing very well, we kind of struggle, and that kind of shows in our attacks when we stall out a little bit.
Have you settled on your roles as well? Because this was something that I remember Laxing talking about. It might have been on Twitter, basically saying that you had changed up your roles a little bit, and then there was a bit of a slump that you had, and you changed back. And since then, you've been seeing some success again. Was that an experiment that was done out of necessity? Have you solidified the roles that everybody has on the team moving forward?
So after our G2 loss at Invite, mistakenly, we decided to change some roles, which we shouldn't have done. I know we had Skies more in a hard breach support role, which we were practicing against not very, I guess, high quality teams. We were playing against CL teams, and it seemed to work, but we never really got good scrims during that time period. So when we tested out in matches, it didn't really work the way we expected.
Yeah, so, I mean, since then, there was a bounce back from your team. You put on an impressive and fun matchup today, and it's always nice to see the Rainbow Tachanka on the final scoreboard, a phrase that I never actually thought I would ever say in my life when I got this job. So, at the conclusion of this season, you get the last interview for North America. Anything you want to say to the fans, your family, your friends, etc., just to cap us off for our final play day NNA?
No, we just wanted to thank our fans for sticking with us. I know our second split was kind of disappointing. We really expected to go to Milan. It really just came down to those Rise and EXG matches where we should have got some points at least. But we just want to continue to thank our org for supporting us. And if you haven't already, buy one of these rec pullovers on reciprocity.gg. So they're really nice. So buy those.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopes all the best in the off season.
Thank you.
Thanks.